Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. This is me Rabia.
This is Uzma.
वेलकम टू ग्लोबल रियल। आज हम रिएक्ट करने जा रहे हैं अमेज़न कैंपस जो कि वर्ल्ड लार्जेस्ट कैंपस है इंडिया हैदराबाद में। तो देखते हैं उसकी हम शेयर करेंगे आज। देखते हैं कि कैसा है वर्ल्ड लार्जेस्ट अमेज़न कैंपस। हियर वी गो।
It's no coincidence that Amazon's biggest building is in India. In the southern city of Hyderabad, known as Asia's Silicon Valley, the tech giant's campus covers 9.5 acres and holds 1.8 million square feet of office space. That's 50 times the area of the Taj Mahal's mausoleum. One of the first things you notice when you walk in are some of the country's specific themes, and plenty of quotes to motivate the 15,000 employees who work here, many of whom are engineers. The building is jam-packed with workspaces for them. Even its headquarters in Seattle can't hold that number of people. Amazon didn't spare any expense. The cafeteria is open 24/7, there's a cricket area, and even a landing pad for helicopters. Choosing India for its mega building is in line with Jeff Bezos' obsession with long-term thinking. The e-commerce giant already dominates the online retail market in much of the West. But global dominance depends on cracking the Indian market with its 1.3 billion potential customers.
Thank you.
It's working hard to make inroads, no matter the method. Sometimes old technology is still the best option to make deliveries. But India has been a tough nut to crack. In 2019, the government made it harder for multinational corporations to do business there. Amazon was banned from selling products from companies where it holds an equity stake. Items from the department store Shoppers Stop had to be removed, since Amazon owns part of that chain. Analysts believe the new regulation was politically motivated, designed to protect small businesses and keep shop owners happy enough to re-elect Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Eventually, Shoppers Stop relisted items through a subsidiary. But this just goes to show that it hasn't been easy to operate in India. So, you have to come up with ways to jump over the barriers. For Amazon, that has meant constructing a giant building to show the benefits you can bring to the local economy through the creation of new jobs. 2,000 people worked on site every day for over 3 years, according to the company. They used more than twice as much steel as the Eiffel Tower to build this beast. The only thing bigger is India's growing appetite for the web. In 2016, about a quarter of the Indian population used the internet. This year, over half are expected to be connected. The sharp increase is also attributed to the 4G rollout a few years ago. And if you add a rising middle class into the mix, this means more dollars spent online. In 2010, the virtual retail market brought in less than $1 billion. In 2024, it's expected to top $100 billion. And there's a lot of room to grow. E-commerce still only represents about 4% of India's total retail consumption. The pandemic appears to have further accelerated the trend toward online shopping. During Amazon's deal event last year, Prime Day, it said twice as many customers in India signed up for a Prime membership compared to the year before. Despite the growth, Amazon still faces some stiff competition, especially from Walmart, which acquired the country's largest online retailer, Flipkart, a few years ago. So, how do you go about beating a rival? Bezos has always believed that it's not about focusing on the competition, but rather the customer. This has meant appealing to the hundreds of millions of people who live in remote and rural areas. They often have to travel far to access a store or don't have many options once there, so doorstep deliveries, whether by bike or by boat, would be life-changing. To help entice these customers to sign up, the Amazon app features descriptions in Hindi, works with cheap smartphones, and payments in cash at delivery is allowed. Amazon is also trying to make its mark in the food and grocery industry because that comprises the largest part of India's retail market. It launched a service similar to Uber Eats called Amazon Food last year, delivering prepared meals in select parts of Bangalore, another tech hub. It's keen to grow Amazon Fresh, a grocery delivery service. And to further push into the food market, the tech giant partnered with a company operating major supermarket chains so that their goods are sold on the site. Amazon hopes its foray into India is much more successful than what happened in China, where it barely gained any traction despite trying for more than a decade. It threw in the towel in 2019 when shoppers could no longer buy from local sellers on Amazon.cn. The site is now limited to items available from the global store, like Kindles. Amazon couldn't compete against rivals Alibaba and JD.com that offered fast and often free shipping without any minimum order requirements. The American giant barely talks about its Chinese business, but it's certainly not shying away from discussing India. This massive building symbolizes its commitment to that nation, a nation where it's invested $6.5 billion since 2014. The pandemic has also shaped a new path for Amazon India as more people take up virtual learning. It recently launched an online academy to train students hoping to get into India's top engineering schools. Becoming an engineer requires a solid base in math and computer science. To help you grasp these core subjects is a problem-solving website called Brilliant. It's free to sign up. Whether you're a student who doesn't quite understand the calculus material from class, or a professional hoping to brush up on your algorithms, my sponsor Brilliant has over 60 interactive courses in math, science, and computer science. There are no tests, and you can learn at your own pace.
थैंक यू।
वाह,
अमेजिंग यार। जब हम हैदराबाद सिटी पे रिएक्शन दे रहे थे तब हमने देखा था कि अमेज़न का बहुत ही बड़ा बिल्डिंग वहाँ पे था, और मैं शौक हो गई थी अमेज़न क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में अभी स्टार्ट हुआ है ना, अभी सही से स्टार्ट भी नहीं हुआ। हाँ,
उसके
अभी
ऊपर
एक्सेप्ट हुआ है। उसके अलावा इतना बड़ा है कैफेटेरिया, वाओ अमेजिंग। और हेलीपैड भी है, सोचो।
जो ऑफिस एरिया है, मतलब हर स्टेशन का आपने ऑब्जर्व किया कि उसमें बहुत बड़ी स्पेस इंडिविजुअल पर्सन के लिए रखी गई है। तो मतलब सोचो कि
बिल्कुल रिलैक्स होकर वो काम कर सकता है,
काम कर सकते हैं। ऑब्वियसली जो वर्किंग एरिया होता है वो कंजस्टेड होना
तो बंदा बोर हो जाता है
बहुत ज़्यादा। तो मतलब सीटिंग से लेके हर चीज़ परफेक्ट है।
परफेक्ट। और कितने स्टाफ है? 15,000 प्लस।
आप देखो, उसके अलावा उनके पास डिलीवरी बॉयज़ भी हैं, और मतलब
वो तो जाहिर सी बात है डिलीवरी बॉयज़ तो होंगे, लेकिन ऐसे एरियाज तक उनकी पहुंच है जहाँ तक गाड़ी की एक्सेस नहीं है। बाइक से अवेलेबल है, इवन शिप्स में जाते हैं। बहुत
डोर टू डोर मार्केटिंग कर रहे हैं।
हाँ, डोर टू डोर मार्केटिंग कर रहे हैं
चीज़ों को।
और देखो चाइना से ज़्यादा वहाँ पे कामयाब है अमेज़न इंडिया में। मतलब कि 59% लोग अमेज़न यूज़ करते हैं इस वक्त।
ऑब्वियसली रूरल एरिया में भी जाके इन लोगों ने 4G लगाया है, तो सारे ऑनलाइन ही कर रहे होंगे।
चलिए, बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत अच्छी वीडियो थी। थैंक यू सो मच जिसने भी सजेस्ट किया था। तो मिलते हैं अगले एक इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो के साथ। हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब, वीडियोस लाइक, कमेंट और शेयर करना ना भूलिएगा। और बैकग्राउंड जो आवाज़ें आ रही हैं उनको इग्नोर कर दें, क्योंकि लाइट नहीं है तो थोड़ी सी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का भी इशू है और तो विंडोज़ ओपन है, इस वजह से बाहर से आवाज़ें आ रही थी। तो थैंक यू सो मच। मिलते हैं अगले एक इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो के साथ। तब तक के लिए हमें इजाज़त दीजिए। बाय बाय, टेक केयर।